Hey yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the LAFC career, where we are still in this transfer window. It's taken a while to get through. We're actually not even halfway through the transfer window, but we should be making pretty good progress today. But last episode, we were talking about the right back position. A lot of you guys think that Beitashour is not good enough. We should replace him. Jaime Gomez was the player that was brought to my attention. I really liked him. I asked whether or not we should go for him, and literally I got no comments last episode about Jaime Gomez or the right back position at all. So I'm assuming that means that I'm good to go ahead with my idea of just going through the draft and trying to replace Beitashour at the end of the season, which is, what I want to do. So I think that's what we're going to do. At least I don't think we're going to go for Jaime Gomez. But another player was brought to my attention in last episode, and that was Jalen Lindsey. I do know of Jalen Lindsey, very good young right back / left back for Sporting Kansas City, but I have mentioned a little bit about buying MLS players in this series. In real life, MLS players don't usually switch teams within the league very often, and if they do, it's not like other leagues where you can just buy a player outright, send money, and they get the player back. In MLS, you have to trade for players, and what that includes usually is general allocation money or targeted allocation money, both of which obviously we don't have in FIFA, so there's no way to make that work. Or it also would include swapping players, which we could do theoretically. But without the allocation money to include in the deal, it really doesn't make much sense for any MLS team to send a player to us or vice versa. But what we could do instead would be use our draft picks that we've implemented into this series. So if we buy a player from an MLS team, we would then lose a draft pick at the end of the season. Or if we send a player to an MLS team, we might get an extra draft pick in return. So I don't know if I want to implement that right this very minute, right in the middle of the season. Maybe we'll wait till next season to start implementing that rule. I told you the rules for this series were going to be a work in progress. But let me know what you think about the idea of swapping draft picks or sending a draft pick away or getting one back. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Now, as for Jalen Lindsey specifically, even if I did really want to get him and I wanted to send maybe 1 or 2 draft picks to Sporting Kansas City for him, I can't get him this season. He just joined Sporting. So, Jalen Lindsey's off the table. But maybe in the future, there might be a way to swing a deal for this player. So our first match today is kind of a big one. We're off to New York to take on the Red Bulls. They're in second place in the Eastern Conference, just behind Atlanta United. So they're a very good team this season. And I'm going to go with one change to the starting 11. I'm going to put Diego Rossi up top. I know I said I was going to use Christian Ramirez there for the rest of the season, but last episode, someone said that Rossi works well as a striker. I just don't see it, but if that is his best position, we might as well give him a chance to prove it. He's not doing anything on the wing. He's a designated player. I want him to do well. So if he plays well there, maybe we found our solution striker. All right, here we go. Kickoff against New York, and top to bottom, this is just a really strong team. No holes really anywhere in this lineup, so we'll see if we can't break them down a little bit here today. Oh, that was... What in the hell was I doing with that pass? Oh my god, it's off the... Okay. That's me. Clearly, I'm not awake yet in this one. My bad, boys. Let's not do that again. Let's go. Let's try to get a counterattack moving here. Lee Wayne. Nicely done. There's Vela. Through on the wing. Carlos Vela. Cuts it in. Lays it off for Mark Anthony K. Good save by Luis Robles. Blessing chips it in, back stick. Vela knocks it down. How did we miss from there? Horta. How? Nice passing again. Here comes Beitashour. Bringing it straight up the middle. Lays it off for Win. Win in there for Horta, who gets the chip and gets the goal. Andre Horta with the nice finish. Chipping it over Luis Robles. And it is 1-0 LAFC. We have been clinical passing the ball today. At least, well, it's not in our own half. Giving up a couple of stupid opportunities by giving the ball away needlessly. But once we get it moving, there is no stopping this team today. And I think, you know what? Diego Rossi's movement up top is a lot better than Ramirez. He's opened up quite a few chances, not necessarily being on the ball, but just being in the right place and moving the center backs out of position. I like that. Horta, beautiful control there. Fires that ball in for Rossi. Rossi In there for Horta. Close quarter finish. There's Lee Win on the tap in. It's 2-0. Not bad, man. We're really taking it to New York Red Bulls in this one. They just look overwhelmed and outmatched. They just don't look like they have a shot in hell of coming into this game at all, man. We are absolutely dominating 100%. All right, this could be an issue. I think this is Royer stepping up and then someone else as well. A little layoff for Kaku. What a shot. What a save by Ty Miller. Wow. There we go. Yeah, let's keep possession. Let's just move it all the way back here, shall we? Or that. That's cool too. That happened. That's why I didn't want to give possession away, because I felt that goal coming. And again, it's always Daniel Royer when I play them. I don't know why. He just freaking murders me every time. I tried to play the ball back to my keeper to keep possession. Nobody came back to help. I had to kick the ball long, and it was instant offense for New York. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes, one-time shot. Literally all one-time touches. There's nothing I can do about that. Dude, seriously, what is happening? What is this Red Bulls team? Not at the death, boys. Get rid. Beta Shore, what? Oh my God, Beta Shore. You have got to be kidding me. Safety right here. Rossi up here. Let's just get the ball out of harm's way. Ramirez, nicely done. Get that pass off. Mark Anthony K is through. K, put this thing away. Go on. Okay, well, that's the final whistle. We don't need to talk about what Mark Anthony K just did there. He played well in the match other than that, but we get the 3 points. What the hell was that finish, though? I have no idea what he did. One-on-one, no one was even near him. How did he do that? All right, so we come back home now to take on Sporting Kansas City. They're quite a ways down in the table, 9th place last time I checked. We're still hovering right around the top, so we're looking pretty good. But we're entering a stretch of 3 games in 8 days, so we are going to be rotating the team here. We got Perez joining into the starting 11, as well as Green in the midfield, Briseño and Harvey in the defense. So slightly rotated, but still very, very decent. All right, here we go. Kickoff at home against Sporting Kansas City, and to be honest, on paper, this team looks phenomenal. They have a really, really good midfield. I love their midfielders, Gutierrez, Espinosa, and Ilya Sanchez, and they have one of the best defenses in the league year in and year out. So, not sure why this team is struggling so much this season, but hopefully they continue their struggles here against us today. Horta's going to line up a long shot. Nope, it's going to be Mark Anthony Gay with the howitzer, fully making up for that horrific finish at the end of the Red Bulls match. That is not Mark Anthony K. That was Julian Green. Okay. Oops. My bad. Beautiful finish from Julian Green. And I feel a little bit silly now. Nice. Mark Anthony K. Header in the midfield. Green laying it off. Moving that ball through. Rossi waiting on the overlap. It's beautiful. And the shot is good. And it's 2-0 LAFC. Okay. The passing from us today has been exquisite. We did the same thing to New York in the first half last match, and we were all over them early, and then we fell apart in the second half. They turned it on in the second. I don't know what happened, but let's just keep this momentum going. 2-0, 17 minutes in. I will take that. Oh, God. Ooh, this might have been a bad game to play Harvey in. Okay. Matinho's not much faster. Yeah. Harvey's going to get torched up that side trying to go up against Gerso. That is a bad matchup for us. But again, that is the weakness of our team right now. We have no speed on the wings in defense. It is a problem, and right there it just torched us. And yeah, it's 2-1 now. Oh, nice little move by Vela. And another one. Beautiful play by Carlos Vela just to kind of hold that thing up. Green playing it. One more. Horta, get the ball across. It's Perez, and Perez off the post and in. A little bit sloppy. Passes didn't quite get there on time, but it works in the end, and Perez gets another goal for himself. I'm telling you right now, I mean, Vela leads the team in goals this season, mostly from the winger position. When he plays on the wing, he's very good. But Perez has been the second best winger on the team, and he hardly ever plays. All right. Sporting Kansas City. They have a lifeline with that goal that we gave up, but they are really struggling to find anything in this match. And those kinds of turnovers, those are usually the ones that I give away. And right now, it's Sporting doing it. And if they continue to do that, we are going to hammer them in this match. There we go. That's the passing we're looking for, boys. And Beta Shore's coming up the wing. Goes for Rossi. Rossi plays that in for Carlos Vela. Vela, ball in. There is Perez. That was not the finish. That was actually, was that Perez or was that Horta? I think it was Perez. Finish wasn't good enough from him though that time. That was unfortunate. Great ball by Carlos Vela. All right, let's put a ball in here. We're looking for Zimmerman because he's literally the only player on the team that can win a header on a corner, and somehow he beats Opara to the near post and scores. I don't know how that's happening. I mean, I don't think Sporting Kansas City could possibly play worse than what they're playing right now. They have done everything wrong in this match. That is literally the one guy you can't let loose on a corner, and Opara just went to sleep and let Zimmerman beat him. Harvey heads that down for Rossi. That's a great touch by Rossi. Pulls it back. Finds a ball in there. It's going to be Horta off the post. Ramirez with the follow-up. Just a fraction of a second late getting to that. We almost scored another goal. It was almost 5-1, but that is the final whistle as the whooping of Sporting Kansas City comes to an end. I don't think we played that well since, like, the first game of the season where we beat Seattle in Seattle. Like, that was a fantastic team performance. All right, so we move on now to what is probably our most important match of the day. We're staying at home. We're taking on RSL. They're in third place in the Western Conference. Right now, it's us, Minnesota, and RSL. We're all right there, all within like a point or two of each other. So it's still a dogfight at the top. We're trying to stake a claim to that top spot and try to pull away from them a little bit. This win right here would go a long way to doing that if we can take care of business at home. All right, here we go. Kickoff against RSL. And I gotta say, on paper, this team is probably like the least scary of the teams that I've played today, but they do have players that give me problems a lot, namely João Plata. So we'll see if we can't corral him here today. Go ball forward. Beta Shore for Lee Nguyen. Lee Nguyen laying it off here. And through. That is an exquisite pass. And it is Benny Feilhaber for the first goal. Getting the start in here today. Less than 10 minutes in. I don't know why this team is playing so well all of a sudden, but the last two episodes have just been a delight. You know, no stress. Just molly-whopping teams at times. Full control of matches. And we're off to another good start here. And hey, even Benny Feilhaber, you know when things are going well when Benny Feilhaber is scoring goals. Rossi back for Wayne. Sees Moutinho making an overlapping run on the wing. Back in there for Win. Win now in there for Feilhaber. Feilhaber for Diego Rossi. Rossi, he is cursed, man. He is just freaking cursed. He just cannot score goals. That should have been a good finish, a nice easy finish, and he just hit it too close to the keeper. Oh my God. As if that ball just skimmed right through. Was that Silva or it was Zimmerman? And they give a free kick? For what? Okay, I'm getting FIFA'd at the moment. Let's see if they tried the little dinky pass right here. No, he goes for goal. Oh, did he go for goal? Don't even ask me how they just scored. Like, none of the plays that led up to that even made sense, including that free kick was amazing by Rosnak. Can't even complain about that. Off the underside of the crossbar. But the giveaway, the ball going through Zimmerman's legs, and then the free kick, which I thought was a very soft call, led to an RSL equalizer, and yeah, it's 1-1. Okay, that was a foul. That, I will give you, that one was a foul. Blessing literally blew that man's ass apart. Oh, ball in. What just happened? They called it back for the free kick, even... Yo, they're gonna fight! What is happening right now? There we go. Lee Wayne up here for Horta. Horta laying it across beautifully. There's Mark Anthony K. Oh, the shot. It was partially blocked. And it's behind for a corner. That was so close to being the go-ahead goal right there. I don't even know which defender blocked it, but damn it, that was close. Free kick for RSL right at the death. That should just about do it, and it does. 1-1 draw at home against RSL. I knew I was going to struggle with this team. I just felt it going in that this was probably going to be a game where we were going to give up points. The great run we've been on, the winning streak of, what, 4, 5 games, maybe 6 games, comes to an end. And yeah, that was the one team that we really couldn't afford to give up points to, and we did. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and end the episode there for today. And I guess RSL was a little bit further back than what I thought. I thought they were a couple points behind us. Turns out they're 5 points back, and we have a game in hand. So we're looking good there. It's really only Minnesota. I know, shocker, right? They're still hanging around up at the top, but it's only Minnesota that's really within striking distance, and they made up a couple of points on us with that draw with RSL that we just had. So we're still good. We're still on top of the Western Conference. Everything is going nicely, and I think I'm going to continue with Diego Rossi up top. He kind of impressed me today. Didn't score at all, and only had, I think, 1 or 2 shots. Both of them came as when I moved him to winger, so I know, but I like his movement. I like what he gives us up top. Just a little bit of a different look. In the East, actually, New York Red Bulls have caught Atlanta despite us beating them today. They've taken the top spot in the Eastern Conference, so things are shaking up a little bit in the East. Atlanta's starting to drop some points, which is interesting. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more LAFC career. See ya.